Hannover is a green and leafy city. It's an international trade fair center, and it's a great place to live and to enjoy life. It has prestigious museums, theaters, and academic institutions. Fantasy figures in exotic costumes beside Marsh Lake. Every year, the large open-air stage here is the setting for the second largest folk festival in Germany. Hundreds of thousands of people come during the 3-week fest to stroll, eat and drink and enjoy the balmy summer atmosphere. The prospects are idyllic for lakeside rest and recreation, and on Marsh Lake one can pursue all kinds of water sports, sailing, rowing and canoeing. One can jog around the lake in about half an hour, and there's a 5-kilometer fitness exercise trail for Hanoverians and their guests. The picturesque old town has a very special flair, with its squares and narrow streets. It was largely destroyed in the Second World War, but carefully reconstructed. It's a place to stroll and relax. There are plenty of cafes and bars for young and old. Every summer there's a classical music festival in the old town, with free concerts in the open air, in museums and in churches. The nanas of French artist Niki de Saint-Phal preside over the flea market on the banks of the river Leine. It's the oldest such market in Germany and is held every Saturday. It's a great place for bargain hunters who love art, kitsch and curios. Hanover also hosts the Schützenfest, the world's largest marksmen's festival, founded 475 years ago. Up to 12,000 people join the procession, with music, floats and horse-drawn carriages. It's the longest ceremonial procession in Europe, and up to 200,000 people come to watch and enjoy the show. Early morning in the savannah, antelopes, gnus, flamingos and gorillas welcome the new day. The rhinoceroses are in a mellow mood. An outing on Hanover's own little Zambezi River. The city zoo is unique in its recreation of the animals' original habitats. Hanover is also a city of art. An open-air display of sculptures by Alexander Calder and other modern artists attracts many visitors. Even the city's bus stops are sculptures designed by real artists. The great philosopher Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz lived and taught in Hanover. And here lies Charlotte Kästner, who rebuffed the great writer Johann Wolfgang Goethe, which, it is said, prompted him to write his great novel of unrequited love, The Sorrows of Young Werther. The Sprengel Museum is one of Germany's great collections of 20th century art and houses many works by Kurt Schwitters, including a reconstruction of his Cathedral of Erotic Misery, usually known as the Märzbau. The museum also has fine works by Nolde, Beckmann, Kirchner, Macker, Kokoschka, Max Ernst, Picasso and Niki de Saint-Phal, who gave the city of Hanover a unique collection of her work. Hanover Airport, at the heart of Europe, is especially busy during CeBIT and other trade fairs. It's also where Germany's leading tour operator TUI has its headquarters. The airport is a gateway to Eastern Europe and Siberia. Destinations of the scheduled flights include St. Petersburg, Pristina, Omsk, Yekaterinburg, Vladivostok, Varna and Burgas. German and international football teams will be passing through here during the Soccer World Championships 2006 for matches at Hanover's Niedersachsen Stadium. A fashion show on Krupke Square at the heart of Hanover's shopping district. Exclusive clothes for ladies and gentlemen. Within a radius of at most 1 kilometer, visitors can find everything the heart desires in the city center's many boutiques and department stores. Alongside Munich, Hanover is Germany's favorite town to go shopping. And during the last weeks of each year, the Christmas market between the station and the Old Town draws visitors from all over Germany and the world. Hanover is always in season, winter and summer. In the summer, Hanoverians like to picnic in the city's many parks, such as the Georgengarten. Nowadays it's open to all, but it used to be the preserve of kings, princes and dukes. Their ornate coaches can be admired in the historical museum. They're in good condition because they weren't used much. The kings lived and ruled mainly in London and only made short visits home to Hanover. The gardens at Herrenhausen are among the few gardens in Europe that have retained their original Baroque structure. They were laid out in the late 17th and early 18th centuries by Sophie, Electress of Hanover. In the summer, the Great Garden is the perfect setting for outdoor performances of a musical version of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. And 5 times a year, there's a spectacular fireworks display in the Herrenhausen Gardens, accompanied by music and put on by the world's greatest firework artists. The displays draw and delight crowds of up to 30,000. Just further evidence that Hanover is always in season.